Hello everyone, and welcome to Cryptopian Bitcoin Diaries. Today I'm going to answer a question. Is Bitcoin for the rich? This question came up actually from an accusation from a friend. A friend accused me of being so into Bitcoin, which is just something for the rich, that I was ignoring the realities of the poor and how bad homelessness has gotten. What he did is he went to our closest metropolitan city and he took photos of basically streets of tent cities. And yes, it's gotten so bad. And so his claim was if more people cared about these homeless people and not Bitcoin, for example, which is something for the rich, things would be better off. And I want to use his example to address why I think he's actually wrong. So what he did was he went to downtown, he took these photos, but then what did he do after? He went back home, he probably played video games and, ate dinner and then went to work the next day. So I actually called him out on this because I said, how can you expect a society that works for everyone for free when you yourself are unwilling to do so? And, shout out to all the people that volunteer and are charitable and will do these things for free. I think these people are so important, and I do have compassion towards the homelessness, but this isn't something that is a black or white solution to a black and white problem. We need to really think about how can we actually fix these problems, and I believe Bitcoin actually helps them. And so let me explain why. So the decentralized network does not care if you have a fraction of a Bitcoin or if you have 100,000 Bitcoins. The decentralized network will work for both of those individuals the same exact way. And this is very important because our fiat-based monetary system does not operate this way. And so I'm going to use an example, a real-world example that I think is the most extreme case that I can think of, and that's the war in Yemen. So a lot of Americans don't know about this, but our government does have a role in this war. So Yemen is the poorest country in the Middle East, and the two richest, I think they're the two richest, the Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates are actually waging war on them. And there's a devastating blockade that's preventing food and medication from reaching the country and resulting in a lot of people dying of cholera and famine, among other things like airstrikes, etc. But it's absolutely horrible. There's, I think, over 400,000 people have already been killed. And so this example that I'm giving, I'm going to get to my point, is that Bitcoin does not care if you are a starving Yemeni child or you're a filthy rich, Saudi oil sheik or oil cartel, which is what I think they are. The network will work for both of them the same way. And this is very important because find a bank that will treat a homeless person the same as a CEO. When the CEO comes in, they're probably going to treat him like a king. They're probably going to, give him whatever he wants. They're going to work to move his money the way he wants. When a homeless person comes into the bank's probably going to call the cops on him because what's he doing in there, And that's how our fiat-based monetary system works. But Bitcoin does not work this way. And in a way, it's a revolution because, the filthy rich people of this world, it's not just the fact that they could buy anything that they want. It's also the fact that they wield political influence. And look at the Saudis, for example. Most people are focused on Ukraine. They don't even realize that their government is participating in this war in Yemen, which we are supplying the Saudis and the Emiratis with weapons in this war, even though, it's causing tens of thousands of children to die. We're still doing it because that's how our fiat-based monetary system works. It works for the highest person that holds the highest units, and it doesn't really care about the people that don't have anything. Whereas Bitcoin basically doesn't care who has more or who has less. the decentralized network will work for both of them equally. And that in itself is a revolution. Now, I'm not saying that Bitcoin is going to solve homelessness overnight. No, it's going to take many generations. But imagine a base layer of our entire financial system that is truly fair. I mean, it will work for everybody equally. It doesn't matter if they have more units or not. So basically, in a way, I think that the filthy rich have more to lose in an environment with Bitcoin. So this really is a revolution for the poor. And no, I don't think Bitcoin is for the rich.